Hey everybody, Jesture here with another Jesture Draft. Yeah, let's get started. Hmm. Okay, so a couple of promising cards here. I guess first order of business. Anybody who's tuned into the Eternal community probably knows this by now, but there was a pretty big balance change that went out, mostly targeted at draft and TJP control for constructed, but draft is really the only part we care about. And about 24 commons and uncommons were changed. Some buffs, some nerfs, some side buffs. Like, for example, a living example right here. Used to be a 2-1 for 2 and a single time influence. Now it is a 2-2 for 2 and double time influence. So ultimately, I think that most of these style of changes were aimed at making these come down less reliably on turn 2, but still retaining a lot of the old power level that they had. The ability is still the same. Now, what this means in the grand scheme of things is I think splashing is going to be a little bit more difficult because whereas before you could very likely play this on turn 2 with only a single time influence in its cost, now it's got double time and it's a lot less likely that you're going to be able to run it out on 2. And then, of course, with these Inspire guys, the sooner you get them out, the better they are, typically speaking. It gives you more options to draw into units that have the Inspire ability. And because of that, though, I think we're going to... yeah, and for those who want to take a look at it or haven't already looked at them, the full list of changes is going to be on Direwolf Digital's website. Yeah, there's another one that was changed, War Painter, and I don't think I'm going to go through every one of these. Flame Fang Charmer, I'm not going to go through every one of these as I see them, but most of you should know by now, and if you don't, feel free to take a look. But I'll bring them up if they're up for discussion. Yeah, anyway, it's a bit winded, but I think I'm in for a Frontier Bard right here. The Overwhelm on the Inspire is a little bit not quite underwhelming, but it's not quite at its best. Versus, like, the thing about Overwhelm is, like, it's going to help you if you're, like, pretty far ahead and you're just looking to push damage, but, like, if you're behind on board or even at parity on board in a place where you can't swing, then the Overwhelm's not really helping you much. That being said, a 2-4 for 3 is a pretty good, like, stat line, and the fact that it gets a little bit stronger every time you hit your opponent, like, you can play a Frontier Bard on 3, and then attack with the unit you played on turn 2, then he suddenly becomes a 3-4 for 3. In that case, the Inspire is just kind of gravy, but in aggressive decks especially, he can do a lot of really cool things. Also, just pick one. I don't really want to commit to double time something, so we'll take a Frontier Bard right here. Alright, so I think now I might be in for a living example. The other consideration is Pensive Lumen. I think this card got significantly worse with the change. It used to be a 5 mana 5-4, same influence cost. Now it's a 5 mana 5-3. And that 1 point of health loss is a really big deal because now it trades with a lot of 3 drops and even some 2 drops, whereas at 4 before, it did not. The Tribute Clause is still absolutely monstrous, and so having this guy on turn, like, playing it on turn 5 with +2/+2 as a 7/5 is still really, really good, but the floor on this card just fell a little bit too far for me to still be interested in it, especially when there is a living example here. I know we passed this guy up last time, but I don't really see anything in this pack that interests me, so... Oh yeah, and if you guys have any questions or concerns, feel free to ask in the comments on YouTube or on Reddit. Okay, this is another one I'm really interested in. Deep Master at Arms looks pretty promising. It got lowered in terms of power cost. It used to be a 3-drop, but 1 Justice was added to the influence requirement, and so this can potentially come down a turn earlier, but I don't think this was a unit that you were looking to run out on curve to begin with. So overall, I do think this was a buff, and I think we're in for taking a Master Arms right here, if only to try this card out now. Yeah, let's give it a shot. Another Master Arms. I think this is a pretty good sign for us. Unless this card is just bad, but I don't think that's the case. Yeah, we'll take a Master Arms right here. Some other good cards. I think Plant Standard's pretty good. And then Guard Dog is fine. Cliffside Caretaker got moved from 6 power to 5, which I think is a pretty substantial change, but I don't think it's quite enough to make Cliffside Caretaker good now. Anyway, we'll take a second Master at Arms here. Maybe try to stay in Justice. Not a lot of good cards here. I think the Sewer Sludge is pretty good. Sunny definitely changed my mind on this one. And I think, like, There's not too much else going on in this pack. I think Spire, Spellsword. Spellsword might actually be okay. Man, Sunny's rubbing off on me. Between these two, I think the Sewer Sludge is a little bit stronger. And so even though this is going to be off faction, I don't think we've really locked in any of our factions yet, so we'll go and take this. And maybe we'll end up Argenport, who knows. We'll take a Sewer Sludge. Target Color is a pretty strong incentive to go into Argenport. I think this is a very strong 2-drop. The change to this was +1 attack and 1 more Shadow Influence for its casting cost. So this card is a little bit tougher to cast, but I think the extra point of attack is really, really beneficial. Not to mention that if you're playing this in a Shadow deck and you have like multiple copies of this, like giving this guy quick draws all of a sudden a lot better than giving a 2/2 quick draw. But yeah, I think we're in for a left-right target color right here. Of note is that our 2-drops are a little bit influence heavy, so we kind of need to keep that in mind. I don't know if we have room for a splash if we keep this up, but yeah, we'll see how it goes. I think we're in for a Hair Trigger Pistol here. I like Herbalist a lot, but I think the Hair Trigger Pistol is just a little bit stronger. And while this does mean we're kind of locking our factions a little bit early, I'm more interested typically in picking up Herbalist in pack 4 if I know I'm going to need fixing. But if there's a possibility that we're only playing a 2-color or 2-faction deck, then the stock of this card goes down a lot. But we'll take a Hair Trigger Pistol right here. Blade Whirl's a good sign. This is pretty late. Pick 8. Temple Stand is also pretty good. I think the fire cards are pretty bad. And Arachnodon's playable, but we're not in Primal. Left-Right Blade Whirl's a very good combat, especially if we have a target color in the same deck. So we're definitely in for taking this guy. Okay, so we have the option to take an Amanera here. I think the rest of these cards are kind of bad. We can take an After Image and maybe try it. Yeah, I think we're probably more likely to play this than Amanera at this point. Yeah, we'll give that a shot. Okay, some reasonable... Well, no, so Graceful Calligrapher got changed. It used to be 3 attack, and now it's 4. Or, excuse me, it's now 2. That'd be crazy. Not really too excited about either of these, but the Calligrapher goes along with the Master of Arms pretty well, so I think we can give that a shot. Yeah, Downfall and Gale Prowler just aren't very exciting. Neither is Overheat, but we'll take a Gale Prowler. And then, sure, a Dagger Claw Howler, probably won't play it, but just get a little bit better with this target color in the same deck. Okay, interesting. I think the Peacekeeper's Prod is, it's not bad by any means. It's a little bit tough to cast for what it is. But if we take something like this, we're almost guaranteeing that we're not going to be more than like a 2-faction deck. Given that's kind of how our draft is shaping up to begin with, though, I think I'm kind of okay with that, just taking that on power. Of note, some other solid playables are like Slumbering Stone, Elder's Feather. Yeah, nothing in the curated packs got changed, so these should all look the same. And then there's some like reasonable 2-drops here. Plus Initiative's Hands is fine. Reasonable fixing. But yeah, we'll take a we'll take a Peacekeeper's Prod on power level alone. And then hopefully we'll get some really good, excuse me, get some really good Justice cards to follow that up with. Okay, so it looks like a common was taken, which is kind of surprising because I see some pretty good cards in most colors. Oh, you know what it was? I would bet it's... I think it was a Torch. Yeah, I don't know. I probably have no way of knowing that. But Reliquary Raider is a solid time card, and I think Rapid Shot and Copperhull Porter are both like very... Rapid Shot's really good. Copperhull is just a very solid inclusion if you're playing Justice. But I think I'm in for a Rapid Shot right here. I kind of place a lot of emphasis on this card. I think it's quite good. One of the better combat tricks. So we'll go and take Rapid Shot. Yeah. Things seem a bit slow today. Okay. Well, Champion of Mystery is like a 6/6 for... It's like a 7/7 for 6, which is quite good. And we would have to play one time if we want to splash this. I think we take it here, just because the 6-mana 7/7 is quite good. But if we don't pick up some pretty strong fixing, I don't think we're even playing this card. Of note is that I think this ability, if you can only choose one of these two abilities, I think the Shadow ability is stronger than the Time ability in Draft. hitting the enemy player kind of feels like a win more. But we'll take the Champion of Mystery. Maybe we won't play it. The other options are like Valkyrie, Militant, Cabal Bludgeoner, maybe Rebuke, but I'm not super excited about those, so we'll take a Champion and maybe pick up some time fixing along the way. Oh wow, Champion of Fury. I have played against Kamado in about 50% of my games today. It's quite a few. I think he got most of them, but I did manage to get a couple off him, which is kind of cool. Anyway, we're definitely not in for that because, you know, factions. But, geez, I don't know if I want to play Valkyrie Aspirant. I can move a couple of these off. Yeah, Valkyrie Aspirant's so-so. Nothing wrong with it by any means. But I do think, you know what, I like him more than Unseen Agent. We'll take the Valkyrie Aspirant here. Yeah, this isn't a very strong pack unless you're in Skycrag. I think Champion Fury is great there, and everything else is pretty underwhelming. Oh, wow, we're in for a Strength of Many. Combat tricks are always good. Yeah, nothing too exciting in this pack unless you're, like, in Yetis. Sleeping Draught's not very good. Polymorph is probably the strongest card here, but we're very happy to take Copper Hall Porter. No problem with that. Okay. Deciding between Duskcaller and Loyal Watchwing. I think given 2 Master Arms, I think I like the Loyal Watchwing just a little bit more. Duskcaller is fine, but I think it really shines when you have some sort of Nightfall synergies, which we just don't have. So we'll take a Watchwing right here. Bright Mace Paladin, super solid, great with Master at Arms. 3/3 for 3 is also just a perfectly good card, so we're happy to take that right here. Yeah, these are pretty strong cards for this late in the pack as well, so got the same thing again. I guess we'll take a Cabal Bludgeoner. We have 1 weapon so far in the Hair Trigger Pistol. I guess 2 in Peacekeeper's Prod. So hopefully we don't have to play him, but, you know, it's still playable if we need it. Not splashing Primal for either of these. We'll take an Alchemical Blast. Yeah, probably not splashing Fire for that. Or that. Okay, wow. Jeez. We could take this Arc Record Keeper and try to splash Time, because I think the rest of these cards are kind of garbage. Cloudsnake Carrier is fantastic. Amber Acolyte is also fantastic. Yeah. I'm not too high on Protect, Sabotage, or Cabal Bludgeoner, so... I think we'll take the Arc Record Keeper and hope to find the Cobra Banner. That seems reasonable given that we're playing the Champion of Mystery. Actually, you know what? I think that's kind of sketch. I don't really want to splash. Well, maybe the fixing's good. We'll give it a shot. What in the world? Oh. I actually think Cloud of Ash is like a premier bomb in Limited, so if I have a choice between splashing Time for Arc Record Keeper and Champion of Mystery or Cloud of Ash, I might just take the Cloud of Ash. Now, notably, there's some really good time cards here. Well, I know the Archive Curator is really good, and then these two I think are pretty good as well. Torch I think is splashable, but not super exciting. I think I'm in for Cloud of Ash right here, though. I think this card is just... I don't know if it's like criminally underrated or if people just aren't telling me how good it is, but like I've had this card like single-handedly take me to like 7-win drafts pretty often. So we'll take a Cloud of Ash right here. Okay. Now, I think we might just be off the Time Splash because of that, so we'll take a Stone Scar Banner right here because it'll help us splash for this. And what are we giving up? I think like a Direwood Prowler is pretty good. Strength of Many is solid too, but this card will just win us games, so we'll take that. This looks like an easy GG for us. Humble Instructor is probably not that good in this deck. Yeah, we'll take a Finest Hour. Oh, another Bright Mace Paladin. Very happy to see that with our 2 Master at Arms. There's also a Stone Scar Banner, but I'm really looking for a Rakano Banner at this point. I think our Justice requirements are going to be a little bit more demanding, but we'll see how that goes. Maybe like a Veteran Strategist later on down the road. We can take a Devour right here. I don't think any of these are very good for us. Sky Snapper and Initiate are probably the 2 best cards, but we're none of those factions, so maybe take a Devour. I guess a premium Caleb's Choice, right? Like, none of these are in our factions, so we'll just take the nicest looking one. Oh, wow. Our Recruit Sentry is super nice. Especially with 2 Master at Arms. I don't know if I value it more than Minotaur Oathkeeper, but I'm leaning towards a yes. Yeah, I think we're just gonna take an Arc Sentry right here. This card gets out of hand pretty quickly, and with 5 health, it can be really difficult to take down. Oathkeeper is also really good, especially with double Bright Mace Paladin, but I think this guy's just gonna win by just a little bit. Probably not playing any of these. We can take a Cover of Darkness and hope not to play it. Rebuke, but don't want to play it. Those callers like filler, sure, whatever, and safe return. Okay, we might be back on the Time Splash. This card is bonkers for those of you that don't know. So I think we're just gonna try and move away from Cloud of Ash and then just play some really sketch mana base to try to incorporate Sword of Unity. Yeah, let's do that. It is so tough to beat this card. It is incredibly, incredibly good. And my goodness, there are some great time cards going around. Is it too late to like move into time? The answer is yes. It's too late to move into time, but yeah. Bright Mace Paladin is very good with Peacekeeper's Helm, and I think this is also just a very good standalone card. So I think I'm in for this right here. Shadow cards aren't very exciting. Longhorn Treasurer is not very exciting either. I think our only endurance guys are Arc Sentry and Graceful Calligrapher. So we'll just take this. I feel like we definitely need a Veteran Strategist here, just to try and hit that double time. Yeah, let's take that. I guess, what are we giving up? Heirloom Blade isn't that great. Blade Roll's pretty solid, but it's not necessary. We'll take a Veteran Strategist. Oh, wow. I think we might need a Petition as well. We'd be giving up Cut Ties, which is quite good, and Sharpen Reflex, which is also quite good. Yeah, I guess it depends on how much we value this Sword of Unity, and I'm going to say quite a bit, to be frank. Hopefully we can get some more Cut Ties or Sharpen Reflex later down the road. I think the Reflex in particular is quite good with like Bright Mace Paladins and stuff, and also with just like Flyers or Big Butts, but we'll take a Petition right here. Yeah. Okay, Purge Leader probably. Yeah, the alternatives Coronal Umber and Arcane Defense. Not really much of a question there. Okay, we'll take another Blade Whirl. Happy to see that. Coastal Battle Mage is probably the pick here, and I think we have a couple of spells to make it worth it. Rapid Shot, Strength of Many, Finest Hour, and I guess we can play Alchemical in a pinch. So pretty happy about that. Yeah, we'll take a Lingering Influence. Maybe play it, maybe don't. Another Peacekeeper's Helm is great for us. Another Peacekeeper's Helm is great for us. Oh, I guess the other card in that pack I was looking at was Lockhorns. I think it got moved from 2 power to 1 power. So it's slightly better now, but I still don't think it's in a great spot. That being said, I really like the card. I liked it a lot at 2 mana. Not to say it was good, it was definitely just a pet card of mine, but now that it got bumped down to 1 power, it got a little bit better. But also Living Example, which was like its main target, got bumped up to 2 health, so, you know, give and take. We'll take a Banished Unburn right here. I don't think it's very good. We'll take another Banished Unburn right here. I don't think the second one's better than the first one. Okay, so a couple cuts to make. I guess it's good that we picked up our Veteran Strategist in our Petition, and if we want to play the Sword of Unity in the same deck as a Peacekeeper's Prod and like Let's Right Target Caller. But yeah, there's a couple of like easy cuts right here. I'm not interested in playing an Afterimage or a, let's see, don't really want a Daggerclaw Howler. Probably don't want a Dustcaller either. We could just go like green splashing like black and time. In which case, we'd probably just want to remove some stuff like Hair Trigger Pistol and Left-Right Target Color, because that puts a pretty serious strain on our power base to hit double Shadow. Yeah, I think we're just going to take these 2 out, make a couple of concessions for Sword of Unity, which I think is quite good, and then maybe we can fill up the space with something else. Let's take a look. I guess Safe Return's another option now, but yeah, not super excited to play that card. I definitely don't think it's worth, like, it might be worth splashing for, but yeah. Oh, we can also play these 2. I guess this is 7/7 for 6 even worth playing. Yeah, I think it is. Okay, so that's like, yeah, I don't know. I don't really want to splash the Arcbreaker Keeper. I think it's a little bit too weak. I mean, it's very strong. I shouldn't say it's too weak. I mean, it's a little bit too weak to be splashing for, and I think at 3 power, it's going to be very difficult to play that reliably. But I think we can play a Champion of Mystery because hitting Time Shadow on 6 doesn't seem too difficult. We'll cut this, and we can probably cut one more card. This might be okay with like a Copperhall Porter and a Petition and like a Lingering Influence. We just play 17 power. With no real fixing. This is going to be terrible, isn't it? Okay, we'll see how this goes. Strategist, Petition, 2 Time Sigils. I think I want another Time Sigil here. Yeah, I guess... Well, Bludgeoner might be okay. We have like 3 Peacekeeper's Helms. So... We can also just play like... Straight Combray? Huh. That might not be terrible. So what are we giving up? We're giving up a Sewer Sludge, a Rapid Shot, 2 Left-Right Blade Worlds, Champion of Mystery. No, I think this is right. Yeah, and I think we can trim one of these to add maybe an extra Time Sigil. So that'll be like 7 time sources versus like 6 shadow sources. And we do have like more shadow cards though. But we want to hit double time. Let's just do that. I think this is fine. Yeah, and then we can probably try and play this on 6. Okay, a couple of clunkers in here. I don't know, maybe Cabal Bludgeoner gets the boot, but I think with 5 weapons, this guy becomes, or this girl becomes very good. And then the Alchemical Blast, I think, is just sort of a concession to our lack of removal. But, yeah, this seems good. Alright, let's see if our sort of Unity bet pays off. Alright, we got game number 1 against... I'm not even going to try and pronounce that. Let's see. This hand seems a little bit clunky, but I think we have turn 1 Aspirant and then an Alchemical Blast to deal with something. Plus the Blade Whirl on the Aspirant might be pretty good, so... I feel like I definitely need to rework this power base. Yeah, actually, we'll send this back. I think we can... Actually, don't think we can do better. Nope, never mind. We're keeping this. So this is a turn 1 Valkyrie Aspirant. Let's pass turn. Yeah, I don't know. I'm starting to regret some of my decisions, but we'll see how this goes. Okay. Turn 2 Drifter. I don't think I want to trade, so I'm going to make this attack right here. Do that before I play the power so that we don't give away Rapid Shot. Sure. No blocks. Take some damage right here. Start turn. Yeah. I think we'll just attack again. We're definitely losing this race, and our opponent seems like they have a fast spell, which is kind of neat. So, I don't know what to think of that. Yep, no blocks. Oh, this is good. Yeah, still probably not interested in blocking with this guy, but I think he's about to eat a torch, maybe? There's definitely some merit for playing the Peacekeeper's Helm right there. Shucks. Okay, maybe not. Oh, what? Okay. Before we go anywhere else, I've thought about it, and I don't think I want to play so many shadow sources. Yeah. I think this might be a little bit better. And then I think we should cut the Bludgeoner and the Sewer Sludge. Well, the Bludgeoner might be okay on 4, but I don't think the Sewer Sludge is something we want to reliably get out so early. We could play a safer turn, though. This is kind of uncharted territory for me. I've never attempted so bold a splash before. Yeah, this looks okay. I think this is better. That means, like, we can heavily prioritize, like, time in the opening hand. or not time, justice in the opening hands. So we'll kind of know from there if like this is a keepable hand. Whereas like if it has some like time and some shadow, it's like probably not. But I think this is better. Yeah, Sewer Sludge is a little bit awkward on 1. Don't think I wanted it. Okay, let's keep going. Alright, we got game number 2 against Waking Life, sporting a Champion of Fury face thing. Yeah, this looks fine. A little bit heavy on power, but I think with the Veteran Strategist in hand, I feel pretty good about keeping this. So, this can kind of fend off aggression really well. Oh, wow. It's probably going to be eating a Master of Arms, isn't it? Yeah, I can't imagine he'd silence a Veteran Strategist. Sure, that's fine. We got this guy on 1. And we can still play a 2-2 for 2 on 2. Strictly better than its old incarnation. Oh man, we're just gonna lose the Flyers, aren't we? Yeah. This is tough. But I think I make this attack right here, and hopefully he'll block. Great. Happy to unload an Alchemical Blast right here. We'll pass turn. Sure. Take 1. Okay. I think I'm okay offering this. Yeah. Good on him to not take it. We'll play this guy and pass turn. Yeah, we haven't had like a chance to activate this guy, but I think we'll have our chance momentarily. Sure. No blocks again. This is getting a little bit tough for us. Yeah, you got a War Painter. Let's see. Sure. We'll lead with the Lingering Influence. No reason not to, I guess. Oh, that's pretty neat. That could probably go onto this Calligrapher pretty well. Yeah, I think we're happy to keep that on top. And then... kind of want to play with this Bludgeoner. And I'm happy to trade away with this guy. So, we'll make this attack right here. Yep, sure. And we'll pass turn. Yeah, I mean, like, if I make this block right here and he has some sort of trick or some sort of removal to get rid of it, then that's good, because I kind of want to keep the Blade War alive a little bit longer if possible. Okay, that works too. But I think we're going to... Okay. If we use this right now, then... if we use a Blade War on this right now, it goes into a 5-4 and we attack, it's just going to trade with these two. So I think a better option might just be to use this for 1 turn. Play a Sigil. And then next turn we can go Blade Whirl, swing, hold up Rapid Shot. Yeah, that seems good. Sure. No blocks on that. It's quite the clock. Our opponent did have a fast spell there, but... I guess Torch might be kind of bad news for us. They could like hit the Blade Whirl or something. Also, their units are all getting +2 attack, which is terrifying. Sure, you got it. Oh, that's good. Not for us, but, you know, that's good. Yeah, Peacekeeper's Helm on this, so it'll take up to a 4/5, it gets +2/+2, goes up to a 6/7. Huh. Yeah, actually I like that a little bit more right now, so let's go and do that. And then we can attack with this. I don't think he's gonna... yeah, he doesn't have any good blocks here. This is 6 exactly, so... swing with that, pass turn. Next turn we can play the Blade Whirl on this, and then look to start attacking with both of these. Holding up sort of holding up a Rapid Shot as backup. Oh, just kidding. The dream is dead. Long live the dream. Sure. Oh man. I kind of want to just attack with these two. Maybe we just attack with everything. Because I'd love to get lifesteal on this guy. Sure. Let's see how conservative he'll be with his blocks. Okay. So we could... These are trading for sure. This will trade with a Yeti, and this will trade with a Sarasaur. Then he'll be left with 2 War Painters, and we'll have a 3/4 flyer with lifesteal. I think I'm okay with that. Yeah, and then we can go Blade Whirl the following turn to start gaining 6 life per turn, plus hold up Rapid Shot. Yeah, let's do that. And then we can also play this guy. We can lead this guy back to block. Uh-oh. Opponent found power. I think Archive Curator would be, like, really bad for us. Yeah, but that card's just really good all the time, so whatever. Archive Curator's never good for us. Sure. Yeah. I think I'm okay with that. So we gain 3 here. That's a little disheartening. If we block this, we'll go to 5. And then back up to 8. Yeah, I think this is okay. So maybe we don't even attack with this guy. Oh, yikes. That's tough. And good old power always comes to save the day. Yeah, I think that's it for us. Yeah, once our opponent hit their stride with actually making power drops, yeah, we have no way out. Oh, that was unfortunate. Okay, let's keep going. Alright, game number 3 against It Is Only For Me. If we had 2 Brightmace Paladin at the top of our deck, I would keep this 100%. But as it is, I think I'm going to send it back. Sure, this seems fine. It has cards. It does things. Oh, there we go. Having a 2-drop on 2 is super nice. Especially this guy. You definitely want him, like, between earlier and later in the game, you definitely want him earlier in the game. Sure. Looks like they have a fast spell. Maybe Torch, Finest Hour, Temper, Into the Furnace. Interesting. So our opponent kept a hand with no power is what I'm getting from that? Because otherwise I don't know why you would use a removal spell on this guy. Sure. I think this is okay. Yeah. And we'll just pass right here. He'll get his Infiltrate, he'll get to play the 3-1 with Reckless. But then we'll play a Graceful Calligrapher. Sure. Seems fair. You got a 3-3. It's pretty good. Yep. Taking some damage there. That is a lot of power. Sure. Still attacking. Past turn. Now, our opponent used the fast spell. We don't know if they have another one, though, which could be problematic for us. Shucks. We'll put him to the test. Okay, yeah. Yeah, I think we can play this Peacekeeper's Helmet then. Oh, shoot. This is getting real bad for us. Well, I hope that we draw another time next turn. Otherwise, we might have some trouble winning this game. Yeah, I think we attack here, because I'm not really interested in blocking. We'll pass turn. Taking 6, going to 8. Sure. It's not great, but it is what it is. Wow, Shard of the Spire. That's great. And this is not. Jeez. We have been super flooded these past couple of games. I don't know what's going on. Yeah, you got it. That's unfortunate. And I think we're only playing 7 power? 17 power? Oh, cool. Curfew Enforcement. Huh. I don't think I've ever seen that card before. It's kind of neat. Alright. One quick look over this. Yeah, 17 power? Okay. Well, that's variance. Let's keep going. Alright, we got game number 4 against Solarior. Yeah, I think I might have to send this one back, unfortunately. Even though we have a turn 1 play, and I think 1 more power makes this a lot smoother. But we'll send this back. This is fine. Especially if we can get this guy to die on turn 2. Then we can start running out of 3-drops. Okay, that Shadow actually really helps us a lot as well. 2-drop? Sure. Okay. Well, no temper was interesting, but I guess I don't know what their hand looks like, so. If he's offering it, I'm definitely taking this block. Wow. That's aggressive. Sure. Take 6. Yep. I think we'll just play this guy. This guy being the Bright Mace Paladin. Yeah, hopefully we can shoot it down with the Peacekeeper's Helmet in a second. We would have to get 1 more power for that, unfortunately, but I have faith we'll get there. Yeah, the next turn we can play Coastal Battle Mage, holding a Finest Hour. This is like a 7-turn, probably a 6-turn clock. I think he's got something else. But I'm really curious what the hand looks like if he opted not to discard for Temper. Yeah, you got a 5-3. Sure. What if we attack with this? See what happens. Yep, that seems fine. We'll play Coastal Battle Mage. Oh, I guess we could have played a Valkyrie Aspirant, huh? That seems fine. Sure, we'll pass like that. Now, I do think I really want to hit that 5th power. I think we're okay blocking right here. Sure. Yep, that seems fine. I think we... I don't know. Honestly, we have the Silvering Purge Leader in hand, so I think I'm not too worried about this guy. The Slush Jumper, on the other hand, like, could get a little bit scary. So maybe we just stun and silence this guy. Swing here for 4. I think that helps pull us back in the race a little bit. And I think I'm okay offering this trade. I don't know if he'll take it, actually. Yeah, I think I'm fine offering that. Sure. Iceberg War Chief is quite good. We'll just swing here, see what happens. Oh, wow. Yeah, pretty happy to take that one. Get another lifesteal guy. This is interesting. Yeah, I think I'm fine taking this block. It's a little bit risky, but because this guy is reckless, I think I'm banking on just not having anything. Show me what you got. Clean follow-up? Oh, wow. That's an interesting use of a welding torch. I'll play this guy in pass turn. Huh. Now, do I want to trade him in a Finest Hour away? I think that's fine. I don't really want to take 6 right now. And I know I can like pump him up if I draw another power next turn, but a 6/4 flyer is just kind of terrifying. Sure. You got another Eulogist. Loyal Watchman, yeah, we'll pass turn. Yeah, this is getting tough. I'll say no blocks for now. Maybe we can draw something else that can block this without burning a trick. Oh, that's quite good. We'll just pass turn on that. I think I'd like to block with this if possible. Yeah. Cool. Oh. My attack is halted. It's gonna work? Great. Yeah, when we're in these top-decking situations, I'm kind of happy to make that trade. Oh, just kidding. He has more 2/1s. Or maybe not, just kidding. Yeah, but I was happy to trade the pump spell away for the Snowcrest Yeti because we're kind of at parity and it's like, I can just kind of apply pressure this way. Whereas like if I sit around doing nothing, then I'm sitting around doing nothing. I don't think I'm going to trade this away though. I think I'm just going to play the Bludgeoner and pass turn. That way he has to attack with this, and I think we're winning this race if we attack with both. So we go to 10. Sure, so with these two. Take him to 3. That's a good sign for us. Unless he has like 7 damage in hand. Should be like Welling Torch plus something. Okay, cool. So that went well for us. Yeah, 2 and 2. Let's keep going. Alright, game number 5 against Misfit. This hand looks pretty unkeepable. We're going to send it back. Okay, this is a little bit slow, but I'm happy to have a lingering influence right here. And then hopefully we can find a Shadow Source for this Cabal Bludgeoner. That's tough. I think I'm going to say no. Yeah. We have 3 more turns to hit another power, and I'd rather hit something other than Justice. Cool. Safe return. With no units in play. That's what I'm talking about. Sure, you got a creeper. Yep. Okay, another justice. Doesn't really help us, but whatever. Yeah, you got a 1/1. Seems reasonable, friendo. Yep. Take 2. Wisp is fine. Shadow. Oh, that's also quite good. I think I'm still gonna play the Calligrapher though. Actually, if I do draw another power next turn, I think I'd rather have the Peacekeeper's Helm on this guy. Well, it's close actually. Let's see. Calligrapher probably can't attack into this. Now they can Coastal Battle Mage. I don't think holding up a Finest Hour is super important, especially since Time Primal aren't really factions with like spot removal. We'll just play a Graceful Calligrapher here to be mana efficient. Sure. Take. Are there any nasty tribute cards? On 3. Oh, Snowfort Trumpeter. I don't want to deal with that. Snowfort Trumpeter is very strong. Okay. Maybe just looking for power at this point. Looks like he found it. Cool. So we have a Cabal Bludgeoner now. Yeah. We'll offer this attack. I don't think he's gonna not block it. Yeah. Okay, makes sense. Bludgeoner, pass turn. Still holding up Safer Turn. Or still holding up Finest Hour. Safer Turn costs more mana than that. And then we can use the Peacekeeper's Helm on this guy. And then we'll have a 6/7. Interesting. Yeah, you got it. Sure. It's interesting that they silenced the Calligrapher. I'm curious to see if he has an answer for this guy. It's a lot of flyers. Play this guy, pass turn. Yeah, I think we can win this race. Our guys are just definitely much bigger than his. I feel like we run out of chump blockers. Sure, we'll take 4. Campfire Watchman is quite big. But I think I have just the thing for him. If we stun here, can we push for lethal in the next few turns? Or would it be better to snipe down a flyer? I think we just stun this guy. Yeah. Sure. It's taking 7 right here. Give it a 9. Yeah, Strength of Many and Finest Hour on any one of our guys will be lethal. So if he lets one of them through, I think we win. That's good, but no double time is unfortunate. Let's try Strength of Many right here. So that'll buff it up to be big enough to kill this and that. And the Illumination Wisp will die too. Okay. Still thinking 2 in the air, which is kind of awkward. I feel like we're pretty close to dying. So he's got to block the... Okay, interesting. We have to damage? So we could potentially deal 6 right here. Or we can kill the Campfire Watchman with the Finest Hour. Yeah, I think we let this go. We lose the Peacekeeper, so much is unfortunate. But he takes that, and then we can play these two this turn and pass turn. Sure, you get a Bold Adventurer. Oh. This looks like an easy sort of unity. Okay. I think we had it without the sword, but if he had a fast spell, then it was good that we got to play around that. Okay, 3-2. Let's keep going. Alright, game number something against Doc Hawkeye. Very tempting keep right here. We have 2 very good Master at Arms targets and a Master at Arms, but without a 3rd power, I think we have to send this one back. Especially since we're on the play, we don't get an extra look at a card. Okay. Power pass. I don't... Unless we draw, like, our second time source or a shadow source right here. Okay. I think we can play a petition right now, then, to find our second time source. I guess there's an argument for holding it for the Coastal Battle Mage so it can swing for more damage, but I think that's pretty minimal. Sure. Play this guy. Pass. I don't even think we have, like, 6 time sources or 6 shadow sources. 4, 5, and 6. Okay, so we can cast this guy. That's good. I'm not going to block that. Maybe that means he doesn't have a pump spell? Because if he had a pump spell, he might be willing to block and then pump this guy. I don't know, I might be reading too much into it as well, but I thought that was an interesting attack. Well, it's a normal attack if he doesn't have anything. Yeah. Let's see what he plays right here. Peacekeeper's Proud Swing with this guy is potentially on the table. If only because we can start pushing damage, and 6 right here is, you know, basically a 4-turn clock. Okay. Maybe not then, right? Well, I guess we could anyway, just to push damage, and we don't have to worry about, like, removal spells or anything. Or, like, fast spells or pump spells. Yeah. Okay, so he's definitely got a fast spell. Temper on this guy? Interesting. Break the Aegis, you got it? It's gonna be 2 spells right here? Maybe we got greedy, we're gonna get super punished? Or never punished? Sure. Okay. I feel like he just drew that, because he didn't play any power last turn. Sure, you got Audacious Bandits. I think I'm okay attacking here. Yeah, if he double blocks, I'll just give it +2/+2. 1 for the Strength of Many, 1 for the passive. So this will take it up to a 7/6/8/7. And he's tapped out. Sure. Yeah. I mean, the Strength of Many is potentially stronger, but given the way our hand is looking, we can just play Champion of Mystery next turn and still hold up Finest Hour. Which Finest Hour is still stronger as long as we have, like, 3 or less units. Is this gun down? You got a Renegade Valkyrie. We'll attack right here. Yep. Let that go. Champion of Mystery. Oh, shoot. I forgot to play a Sigil. This could come back to bite me in the ass, I guess, but hopefully it doesn't. Yeah. Brigand seems fine. I think I just want to use one of these first. Probably on this guy. Because it's a little bit less dangerous if he pumps it with like a pump spell. Yeah. On this guy? So we swing with both, right? Interesting. I guess he's gonna survive for another turn, but maybe he knew he was dead after that, so... Okay. Cool. Yeah, I'll be honest with you guys, the only reason I do these videos is to complete quests. That's not true at all. There are easier ways to complete quests. Alright, let's keep going. Alright, we got game number 7 against Iziana. Also, we have an unkeepable hand, so we're gonna send this back. I don't hate the look of this, I will say that. Definitely better than the other hand. We can also go turn 2 petition, find probably a time source, and then play the Bright Mace Paladin on 3. Once we get up to like Peacekeeper's Helm territory, I think we're in pretty good shape. But even if we untap on turn 4 with Finest Hour backup and a Bright Mace Paladin, I think we're in a really, really good spot. Cool. So we've got double justice already, and I think we need triple justice, double time, and single shadow to hit all our influence requirements. Yeah, I guess so. Kinda sucks, but turns into just a 3-3 for 3, which isn't too bad. Yeah, we'll play this for time, because I think triple justice is only for 1 card. That's definitely eating an Alchemical Blast. Yeah, I think I'm okay with just playing the Blast right here. This is kind of our only unit at the, like, for the time being, so like, if I can play it at the same time I can like hold a Finest Hour, I feel pretty good about that. Sure, you got a Recalculator, seems fine. Still need that second time source. I don't know. Like, if we get to 6 with the second time source, and there's not another unit in play, I think we just still use the Sword of Unity on this single guy. Because having like a 6-6 with Aegis and Lifesteal and Overwhelm is quite good. Sure. Deck has betrayed me. Do we use one of these? I think so. I think we just use it on this guy, and then we'll pass turn. I don't see any fast spells from him, so this should be enough to like hold off any sort of aggression. And I don't think I'm really interested in making this block right here. Again, because this is our only unit. It's still not it, but it's getting closer. We'll pass. I feel a lot better now we have Finest Hour available. If we ever hit that second time source, though, like, I'm all in for just going to town with the Sword of Unity. Sure. Oh, this is very enticing. 1, because Sword of Unity now has another target, but 2, because I think another Peacekeeper's Helm means we can start swinging in really aggressively, and having that extra lifesteal is really great for us. I actually think we're also going to play the Shadow Sigil right here, because if we draw a Time Sigil, we're going to play that one instead. Wowza. That is not a Time Sigil, unfortunately. Okay. Dilemmas. Because if we play this here, swing both, this is going to be a 7-8 later. I guess we can double block later on. And then we have Finest Hour. The alternative would be like to play the Peacekeeper's Helm right here, making this guy a 5/7. And then we could potentially block with Finest Hour. But I think I'm okay just offering up a double block with 2 4/5s if it comes to that. Because I would really like to get this lifesteal going. Sure. Interesting that he didn't block, but I don't blame him for that. I was kind of expecting a double block, but I guess this is okay too. Yeah, if you attack with one, you attack with both, because you're not making a single block there. Oh, wow. That's pretty good. I think we just go for it, right? Yeah, let's just go to town with this. Sure. We get a gigantic amount of lifesteal here, which is really awesome for us. And then we'll pass turn. Okay. That's pretty good. And we unfortunately don't have a way to get this off the board, but I think given what our current board looks like, we're in pretty okay shape. Nope. Nope. Ugh. Why? Let's pass turn right here. Sure. It's gonna go to 7/7? I guess that's okay. Not ideal, but yeah. I think we still block and fight a tower. I guess we have to decide if we want to put him to the test now. Uh-oh. I think we just got outplayed. Okay. Yep. That's tough. But I think we just swing and then play this guy. Or we can just play this guy right here. We don't really need the lifesteal at this point. Yeah, we'll just run him out like this and pass turn. I think this is probably our best bet. And then kind of put our opponent on a 2-turn clock. 7, 8? I think I'm okay with this block. Yeah, I don't see too many ways this goes wrong for me. Teleport would be really bad, but I feel like he would have played it last turn if he had it. Or several turns ago. Because it's particularly good against these units with weapons on them. Yeah, okay. So I think our opponent has board control, but we're kind of far ahead now. Yep. That's unfortunate. Sure. We got a 3/3. It's definitely going on this guy. And then he has to block, because that's lethal. Yep. Sure. We'll pass turn right here. Hopefully Master Arms can survive for another turn. Uh-oh. Sure, you got a petition. So if he swings with everything, we're taking 16 and going to 11? So if he swings with everything... This is 2, it's 14, we're gonna go to 13. And then next turn he has exactly 13 again. Or no, he has more than 13. I think we take this one. which is kind of a bummer. Yeah, it's unfortunate. That time source would be really great right about now. Oh, that works too. Man, do we need more time sources for this? I feel like, I don't know, we're running more time than Shadow at this point, so I think we're doing okay. We had a lot of Shadow that game, so it's probably just the variance getting to us. We had 2 games with Power Screw, which is kind of unfortunate. Yeah, 4-3, plus Petition, plus a Veteran Strategist. Maybe we can go up like 1 time source? Good deck building, you guys. Okay, let's keep going. Alright, game number, what are we, 5 and 2? So game number 8 against Baron Hill. This hand is way too slow for my liking, so we're going to send it back. This hand is slightly better, but we could really use the Shadow Source. Yeah, I think if we can draw 1 or 2 more power, we're in pretty good shape. But as it is, not really looking forward. Oh, what do you know? That's really great for us. Turn 4 Bludgeoner with like a turn 5 Peacekeeper's Helm is pretty strong. What's this attack? Is it an attack? Sure. Yeah, so it doesn't look like we're going to be able to get the Justice off of this super reliably. Yep. Detain is arguably worse than Scout. I think we make this attack right here. Because he's going to be swinging for 3 every turn after this. Yeah. We're certainly not blocking. We'll pass turn. Yep, you got a Tinker. Look at the top card. And put it on the bottom. Okay, take 3. No power? Interesting. Sure. And then we'll play this guy and pass turn. Sure, got his 3rd power. It's pretty good. I'm not interested in blocking that. And really hoping to get a 5th power for this Peacekeeper's Helm, like, right about now. Interesting. Curious to know what that was. Maybe we just save it for this guy? Actually, I still think it's a little bit better here. We'll just make these attacks. Yeah, we can put like a Sword of Unity on this guy or something. Or we can trigger a Sword of Unity or like put a left-right blade whirl on him or something. Yeah, we'll play this, we'll pass turn, and we're probably okay to just taking another 3 right here, to be honest. Silvering Avenger. Sure. Give this guy, yeah, 4-7 seems okay. I think you attack with that. Oh, wow. Guess not. This is interesting. Maybe we just put on this guy and then get the Justice and set it for next turn Sword of Unity. I kind of like that, actually. Let's just do that. So I have to trade this guy in. And if we draw another power, whatever. We can play like Champion of Mystery later. Sure. Well then, that's a little bit surprising. Oh my goodness, that is not... That's bad news bears for us. Wow. But this is looking a little better. And I think we can just swing like this. Yeah, maybe there's an argument for swinging with this too, but... So quad block? Given how low our opponent is right now, I think we just... Okay, oh no, so this is blocking this. These are all blocking this guy. I see. I think we definitely want to take out 2 units instead of 1. Get another power. Yeah. And I don't know. Pass turn. Yeah, if he wants to play another hold up, that's fine. Sure. Okay. Oh, that was fortuitous. Here. Now everybody has lethal. Okay, cool. Yeah, maybe there was a case for attacking with the Blade Whirl at the end right there as well. In fact, I actually think there was a very strong case for it, but oh well, life goes on. Okay, last game. Let's hope this one goes well. Alright, we got our 9th and final game against the Nun with multiple ends. Little bit clunky, but I think I really like this hand, so we're gonna go and keep it. Yeah, we get a couple ways to sequence this, but I think these are all good cards. Cards that are good to have in the early game. Triple Justice available right here, plus a Shadow Sigil, plus probably a time because we only need single Shadow. Yeah, I think here I'm okay with playing this guy and passing turn. Yeah, if we draw our 3rd power, I think I'm okay with playing a Watchwing. Let's do it. Try to get that War Card train rolling. And then next turn we can go Lingering Influence, and then play Brightness Paladin, if need be. I think I'm okay trading a Rapid Shot for this guy, but only if he wants it. Okay. I guess there's also too much threat of like a Pump Spell or something. So, sure. We'll grab a Justice and... at 4? I think I'm gonna have to bottom that. I'd really love to see like some time influence, but whatever. We'll play this guy and pass turn. Master Arms give it +5/+5. Yikes. Or +2/+2. That's quite good. How cheeky do we want to get? I guess we can, like, play this and hold up a Chemical Blast. That seems fine. Play this, pass turn. Yeah, we could have used that to grab our time influence, but I think this is okay as well. Yeah, we'll block here, or we'll shoot this first, just in case he has a trick. Sure, and then we'll make this block. And if he wants to use a Pump Spell to kill it, yeah, they never do. Probably this guy? Yeah, makes sense. Yep, you got a Valkyrie Aspirant as well. I think this attack is okay. Well, he's like, has nothing. Yeah, and then we'll play this in pass turn. Yeah, so next turn we can potentially grab a time influence and still hold up Rapid Shot, which I kind of like the sound of. What is that? Fast spell? Oh, that's quite good. Here, gives a time influence. And we'll swing with these two. Yeah, I don't think he's blocking this, but yeah, this is lifesteal. At some point, I feel like he's got to make that trade. Sure. Takes 6. No blocks, go to 23. I guess it's going up to 12 pretty soon. If this becomes a 12-12, I think I'm in for starting to chunk block it. As instant speed, secret pages get blown out. No, thank goodness that doesn't happen. Yeah, we'll attack with these two. Yeah, interesting. Play a Rapid Shot right here? Uh-oh. Seems like our opponent's got something. He's gonna go to a 7-7. And this guy's gonna go up to an 8-4? Yeah. Oh, no, we can't have that. Huh. I think I'm okay with this block. Well, we'll take 12 right here. That's actually okay with me. Yeah. Swing. Yeah, sure. That worked out really well for us. Yep, we'll grab a Justice and then we'll play the Silvering Purge Leader with Lifesteal. And then after that, it's just a matter of chump blocking this guy all day, every day. And we got our use out of this Veteran Strategist as well, so I'm not too worried about that. We'll attack right here. That's what Strength of Many is for. Thanks. I see we're both very good at top decking pump spells when we need them. Yep, Reinforced Baton, hit the, yep, sure. Seems okay. This is definitely going on this guy. Let's take an 8, pass turn. If he plays a power right here, we just A-space. Oh, just kidding, that's not a power. If we attack with everything, we lose super hard, so let's not do that. Next turn I think we can, though. Because even if he blocks these two, that's like 3 coming in. And I don't really want to play around hold up again, so... Oh, wow. It's quite good. Is that 6-7? I think that's lethal, right? So if we play this here, that's 1-1, 4, 5, and 2. He can't block the 5, he can block the 4 and the 2, and then that's 1-1 coming in, sure. So then... he blocks the 4 and the 2, he takes 7. Alright. Had a bit of a rocky start there, but yeah, we managed to turn this one around and pick up the 7 wins. The big ol' 7. No upgrades. But, wow, Stone Power Alchemist and Iceberg Scattershot are both kind of nice and premium. Oh, shoot, I'm supposed to look at the deck. Okay, everybody, thanks for watching as usual. Let's get a quick look at this deck one more time. Yeah, this one was really interesting. I mean, we started off in, I think... we started off in Justice. We picked up a Master at Arms, and then we had kind of some good shadow cards. A couple of Blade Whirls, Lethra Target Caller. This was a bit of a weird one in that, like, we picked up Champion of Mystery and Arc Record Keeper, and we were kind of keeping an eye out for, like, time sources of, like, fixing. But then we didn't find any of those. We found a Pack 4 sort of Unity, and immediately, like, derailed the entire draft in order to try and pick this, which, like, we were super fortunate we got a Veteran Strategist and a Petition. And even at 7 sources, I think, like, this sort of Unity was a bit sketch. But, yeah, I mean, we didn't actually see it too many times in this draft, but I don't know. The games we had, it was just, like, just try to imagine how difficult it would be to come back from that. Let's see, what else? Peacekeeper's Prod is fine. Had I known I was going to be in 3 colors, I probably wouldn't have picked it, but I think we compensated pretty well by adding a lot of Justice sources, plus a Lingering Influence, and then of course like Veteran Strategist and Petition can do a little bit of fixing work there. Let's see, what else? I guess new cards, yeah. Graceful Calligrapher, I think this card is a little bit better than I gave it credit for. At a 2-4 with Endurance, it's like, it's still not very good. I still consider this a below average card, but like, I thought this was going to be close to unplayable. Whereas like, this 2-4 body is pretty good for holding weapons, pretty good for just blocking random 3-drops and sometimes 4-drops. And it's also just like, with 2 Blade Rolls in the deck, sometimes you just make this a 5-4 with Endurance. Kind of curves out nicely, like turn 4 this guy, turn 5 Blade Whirl. The other card that was changed that we were playing was Master Arms, and weirdly enough, I think this card got buffed. Like, it's tougher to play in decks that aren't, like, dedicated specifically to Justice. We were, like, a very Justice-heavy deck with, like, Lingering Influence, like Peacekeeper's Prod and stuff, so this guy, I think we never had a problem casting him, like, when we wanted to, but you can't really do that thing anymore where you're, like, playing 2.5 to 3 colors with minimal fixing and then, like, try to run this guy if Justice isn't one of your main colors. But at a 2-2 for 2, like, you saw there was that one game where it's like, we go turn 1 Veteran Strategist, our opponent plays the Entrancer, silences this guy, I think that's the card's called, the 1-1 Wisp that silences the 3-drop or less, and then this guy just became a 2-2 for 2, and I was like, okay, that's fine. We're predominantly Justice, so we happen to have 2 Justice sources in hand, we'll just cast them as is. Yeah, Bright Mace Paladin, predictably great. Just Lifesteal is so good. I know I've talked about it before, but it's like, sometimes you just don't want to deal with what your opponent has on the board. And if you could just sit up a big guy with like Lifesteal or something, or, you know, even like a Flyer or something, you just don't have to worry about them. They can't get into a position anymore where like they can attack and hope to win races. Even if like they have a 7-7, you just happen to have like a 4-4 Bright Mace Paladin. It's like, you're still coming out ahead in that race. Because they're dealing 7 to you, and then you're gaining 4 back. Like, you're dealing 4 to them every turn, and you're functionally being dealt 3 damage, because it's like 7, then minus the 4 from Lifesteal. This guy's incredible. Just really, really good. And then we were like really lucky to pick up like 2 more Peacekeeper's Helm in the second set 4-pack, which these go really great with the Bright Mace Paladins. And also they're just like good all-around cards. I don't know if you guys like... I've talked about how good this card is a lot, and I don't think it's like amazing. It's not like a ball like Sword of Unity or anything, but this card is rarely dead. If you can hit like 5 power and you're not already like really far behind on board, it can often help you just like stabilize in a really big way. And you also saw there was a couple games where we just used this to push damage, where it's like, oh, you know, I think our opponent has like a bigger unit than us, but they're at a low enough life total where we just want to use this and just attack through with everything. Let's see, what else? Alchemical Blast. It's fine, not super exciting. Our deck in particular, like, the Xenon, I guess this isn't Xenon, this is like, yeah, it's like Combre Splashing Shadow. Combre is typically very light on unit removal, and so without any source of like killer or any like strong silence effects, I really wanted to have a way to deal with like incidental, just like dorky flyers or something like that. And so Alchemical Blast is great for that. Pump spells, of course, are really nice for just like killing bigger units in combat, or like things that are at parity with yours, or even just fighting your opponent's like pump spells. But you know, it just doesn't really compare to like having solid removal sometimes. So even though this is like pretty below average solid removal, it's perfectly defensible to run something like this in a deck like ours. Safe Return probably shouldn't have been in the deck, to be honest. Like looking at it again, it's just like we have the only summon effects we have are like Master of Arms and the left-right blade wheel. So it's like we're not even getting value out of these, because once we return these back to hand, it's like they're just like they lose the buff. And then other than that, we had like Silvering Purge Leader has like Tribute, so if we return it to hand and play it again, it doesn't matter because it'll have double lifesteal. And then Valkyrie Aspirant is the only thing with an ultimate. So it's like pay 8, make it a 5/5, untap, like swing, bounce play it again, it's a 6/6, and then play another 8 to make it a 10/10. Like that's so late and like so super duper late into the game. So yeah, I guess the safe return probably should have been something else. But yeah, other than that, deck performed reasonably well. I was a little bit, I was a little bit frustrated with how those first couple of games went, but I think we tweaked the power base a little bit. We took out some of the clunkier shadow cards. Like Sewer Sludge is good. It's not good when you have 3 Shadow Sigils in your deck. It's just like not something you can reliably play super early. And that's honestly a card, like a lot of cards are good early on and it kind of scale down as the game goes on. But that one in particular is just like, if you don't have this in like turn or like turn 1 or like maybe turn 2 at the latest, like don't play this card. Yeah. Also, Champion of Mystery worked out really well. Even, yeah, like even without his abilities, you know, like he could be silenced for all we care, but it's like a Towering Stranger. Like 7/7 for 6 is just a good body. Okay, yeah, that went really well. As always, thanks for watching if you've made it this far. Really appreciate it. I know these draft videos can be a little bit long, but I've tried doing something a little bit different in the latest videos, which I guess if you're watching this, you've already seen it by now, but I'll probably bring up a couple of scenarios and there's a couple scenarios in the draft situation, as well as like a highlight game or two that I thought went pretty well. So for those of you who are interested in this type of content but probably can't sit through it all, that's a good place to start, it'll all be on Reddit. As always, thanks for watching. Feel free to leave any questions, comments on YouTube or on Reddit. It's going up on both. Hopefully by Wednesday morning. I always want to get it out by then, but it's never a guarantee. So we'll see how it goes. As always, nope, I did that already. Anyway, thanks for watching. I'll see you guys later. See you guys next time.